So this is
What you got to do to start it so you can sync them all as you go. Ready? Action! Ladies and gentlemen, in my house today, Sebastien Bourgault.
how are you, buddy?
Hey, thanks for doing this, man.
Hey, thank you so much for the invitation.
Yeah, one of the funniest human beings on the planet,
Whoa.
Sebastien Bourgault. How many times have you done Just for Laughs?
I did 12 times.
12 times. Was it Just for Rire or
It was the Grand Rire just for rire, just for rire, and just for laugh.
So
yeah.
obviously English not your first language.
No, it's Spanish.
That is.
Is it now?
It's now we're live.
Wow,
Yeah, it's happening. You're in
it's
it.
live.
You're in the podcast.
I thought you practiced.
No, there's no practicing.
Yeah, so I did the Grand Rire in Quebec.
Yeah.
Quebec City. You have a big festival there.
Okay. Like the Winter Festival? Carnival?
Yeah, I never did Just for Laugh, by the way. It's very important to
Okay.
understand because it's in English.
Yeah.
I did in French.
Okay. Juste pour rire.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Not in English.
Okay.
But this is the next goal.
This is a goal, and that's what we're going to talk about.
Oh my God, think about that.
I know. It's amazing. And it's going to happen very soon, obviously, because I have been in clubs, Yucks, on Elgin Street, Ottawa, where I think you've almost killed people with hilarity, right? I can remember the first time I saw you, and, it was maybe one of the first times I was getting up there, but it was on a weekend. And here's this guy, Sebastien Bourgault. First of all, he's got my football cards in the back room, and you're laying them all out on the table. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I want the one with the best edges. And you didn't even look at it. You just kept looking for the one with the best edges.
Because I'm a collector.
Yes.
And I hate when the corner are screw. And not the edge. The edge, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But the corner.
Okay.
I watch the corner.
The corner.
Not the edge.
Yeah. The corner. That's what I meant.
Because you have four stuff. You have the edge. You have the angle.
The angle.
Inside. I don't remember the name
Inside
of
angle.
corner angle. Let's go. We're gonna come back with that later.
Yeah. That's
but
right.
they have four stuff.
Okay.
To examine if the card is great.
Mm-hmm.
Is it all right?
Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm going to check it because this kind of camera, you have to restart every 20 minutes.
Okay.
So it doesn't overheat. But
I want your best card.
Yeah. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I have like about 10,000 of them.
You did 10,000 cards?
Yeah, I give them out at schools when I speak.
Did you sign every time the card?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, after the school speeches, I'll line up and I'll give them a card and I'll sign it and
But did you ever have your own rookie card, the real one with Topps or Panini at the time?
No. Whatever I gave you is the one I had.
Okay.
It's I've only I played football in a non-digital age, right? So there was no digital cameras, or they were just coming in.
Yeah.
And so I have like 2 pictures of me playing football playing.
Okay.
And nowadays, they have hundreds from every game they play, right? So
I would love having my own rookie card.
we can make one. I got a number. I got a guy. So that night at Yucks,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I'd never seen you before, and you went up there, and you were talking about Subway or something, and then the lady in the back started choking on laughing, and she got up and she left, and she came back like she thought she'd be fine, and she started choking again. I thought I almost saw someone die of laughter.
I remember I should do it again. It's because I went to Subway, the restaurant,
Yeah.
not the not the train.
Yeah.
And I want to go to the bathroom, and the guy said, "You need a key."
Oh, it's
I
Subway.
said,
Yeah.
give me the key, man.
Yeah.
He said, no, you have to eat. You have to order something.
Okay, yeah.
So who need to order something when you want to shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, give me the key. I'm going to shit. I'm going to come back after. He said, no. It's for customer only,
Yeah.
I said, I'm a customer, but not now.
Yeah.
Anyway, you remember my face.
That's
I went
right.
there.
I remembered that now, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
just checking to make sure we're on
Live?
Go
Oh.
on. Yeah.
So you do that all. So are you sure this one work and this one?
Yeah, look, there you are right there. Look.
Hey.
Yeah, I can see that one.
Hey, hey, it's us.
Yeah, that's us. We're right there.
Think of it's amazing how people don't understand in what kind of technology we live in
It's
2017.
unbelievable.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember at the time when I went to Cuba and talked with my father with 7 seconds late,
Yeah.
Hey, father, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here.
Stop.
And I thought he said nothing, so I restart to talk.
Yeah,
but the
the
time
delay.
you restart, the delay.
Yeah.
I said, "Are you all right? Do you understand me?" And the time I said, "He said, wow, it's so fun. You are in Cuba.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, and it was like always mixed.
Yeah.
And now
You can face chat.
we can chat on Face. I can watch you on FaceTime, and nobody do that, huh?
No, not too many. But people are watching right now. I can tell you how many. I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
3 or 4 or 5. And
So ask to the 345 if they have question.
oh, okay.
It's fun
I've never
to
done
answer
that
questions.
before.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's live.
Oh, they know.
They deserve.
They heard you. Do you have any questions?
They deserve to be part of our. It's why we do that, you know.
Yeah, I
And
completely
the
agree.
coffee is amazing.
It's good. Yeah,
by the way.
cheers for
Thank
sure.
you so much.
I think that mug is very appropriate
This is
for
a
you.
big fortress here. It's a big. Oh, you have birds.
Yeah. What kind of bird you got there?
I love birds. In my backyard, I have the red one.
Cardinal.
Yes.
Yeah, we get those.
And I have a blue jays.
Blue jays.
I have 8 blue jays.
Yeah.
I love blue jays.
That's what that's there for.
I passed 18 months in Toronto. Go watch the blue jays. I never saw blue jays. I was so pissed off. I came back to Montreal and I have 8 blue jays in my backyard.
Oh, you're gonna disrobe. I like it.
Blue Jays.
Blue Jays underneath the Canadians jersey.
Yes.
That's awesome. For
I
sure.
love Blue Jays.
So where are you from? Born and raised in?
In Montreal, yeah.
Okay.
Ville d'Anjou.
Ville.
Ville d'Anjou. It's a small town like beside Montreal.
Okay.
It's like not too far. It's like Cornwall, but
It's the Cornwall of.
no,
Wait a
it's
minute.
not in
Does
the
that make
wood.
sense?
It's in the city of Montreal.
In the city.
a
of
neighbor.
Montreal. Oh, it's a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay. And so brothers and sisters.
3 sisters. I have a twin sisters.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I'm picturing you right now with makeup on and a dress on. But so, and your mother and father, what did they do when you were growing up?
Oh, it's a good question. This is funny my mother, she had 4 kids, so she stay home. I think she have a small business like.
I think
Something like pyramidal.
Okay, yeah,
You know what I
Avon
mean?
or
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. My father did so many jobs. Okay, like 1,000 jobs. I remember the first time I went to a club video to work there.
Yeah.
And they have an interview and because I did the army when I was
You were in
17.
the army?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the 1 year.
Okay.
And so after that, I went to find a job, and the guy said, "What your father do for a living?" I said, "I think he do sell something." And he said, "Forgot that. What is your NAS number? You know, numéro d'assurance sociale.
Okay, yeah, SIN number, yeah.
SIN number."
Okay.
I said 271-438-333, like that.
You
He
just
said,
did
"Are
that?
you on drugs, man?" I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, you don't know what your father do, but you remember your NAS number by heart."
Yeah.
He said, "Get out." I said, No. It's because when you do the army, you have to memorize your number because you're going to push up every time if you don't remember because you don't have a name. Your name is the NAS number, the SIN number. So I don't know what my father. I think he was in the sale. He take picture. I think he did a lot of stuff like. Yeah, you have to survive. You know.
Yeah.
You have to find a way to put food on the table with 4 kids. You know.
Yeah. Who was the funny person? There was someone that was.
I think it was my father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we survived, probably just being silly everywhere.
I know for sure. I want to prove I'm not more funny than him, but.
So
It
it's
was
still alive?
we always use our 3 sister and mother to be the better one
Yeah.
because my mother have a Reader's Digest book.
Okay.
You know the Reader's Digest?
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
a small book you
Yep.
put in the bathroom, and when you have a problem,
Short
you read
stories.
it,
Yeah.
and you have a page.
When you have a problem.
Yeah. After the shampoo, you know. Oh, you have a question?
No, it's not. It's about my tattoos. Yeah.
You want a tattoo? Another one?
Yeah, I want lots of them. Yeah.
What do you want?
I want a baboon. My dad's from Africa, and we used to always tell me stories about baboons.
A baboon?
Yeah, like a monkey. It's kind of
Okay.
monkey.
Wait, what arm?
Yeah, here. It's the same thing. Keep her going.
Oh, okay.
Here, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is another stuff we have to talk.
More decorations.
But so we did a contest.
Okay.
Every time we find the best joke in the Writer's
Oh, okay.
Digest, and at the dinner we start to.
Were they real jokes, or did you make like
No, the
of
joke
something?
in the book.
Yeah.
See, it's bazooka joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
joke not funny and or a little bit funny or like Reader's Digest, like street joke. I don't know how to say that in English, but
street joke.
Street joke. Like everyone know the joke, and we try to, like a magician. Magician stole the joke, stole the trick of other, and they change it. But the base is the same. So we did that. And I always want to be funny. It's always my goal.
And your sisters, were they like that too, or they?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Listen,
whole house of them.
Listen, I at 15 years old, I did a serious theater show at the high school. Yeah, it was serious. The personage I have was serious. It was like a guy with he's full. I can put my arm because I have a jacket, like he can like a magician. And Houdini, remember Houdini?
Yeah,
he
Houdini.
had a trick. Yeah. So
straight jacket.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the
crazy people.
Yes, this is my personage.
Okay.
I'm on stage. I have my hair like that.
Yeah.
I have one phrase. And I'm all my family is serious, not supposed to be laugh, and everybody laugh. And I remember the teacher was so pissed off about what did you did. Oh, Blue Jays. Yeah. Oh, 2 Blue Jays.
Nice.
Wow, man.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So it was for me. It was meant to be to.
So that was a moment. That was a big moment. Then you were like, I'm getting laughs. I'm on stage.
Yeah, you know the feeling. The first time you go on stage.
I'll let you know when it happens. Yeah.
I remember with your.
Yeah. So that's, how old were you when that happened?
17, I think.
Okay.
15, 17, I think.
Because it is a real thing that when you get up on stage and you first start getting laughs, that you get off stage and you're on like a stage high and you need more, right? And that's sort of what makes it addictive. And when people are like, how do you keep doing that? And you're like, you're looking for that same moment, right?
The first time, but it's I didn't know they have a step of adrenaline, like because you have you have the first time you go on stage. Yeah. You do your first 5 minutes in a club, when you medal, when you headline, when you kill. Yeah. It's always like another goal. It's never like, oh, I did it.
That's right.
Never.
What's next?
Yeah, it's never.
That's right.
Comedy. It's the fun part of comedy. If you talk with another comic, say, you know what, I'm done. I achieved the top. Yeah. The guy is.
There's always more, right? Everyone's always looking somewhere else.
Push yourself every time. Always be better. Every time, and it's all because it's a muscle with the crowd. Sometimes this joke is a killer, and this night, doesn't work. Maybe work, but not like the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just do a joke like that because I'm gonna try, and it's the killer. This is another feeling about when you start. When you have great joke and it's working. It's fun because people clap,
so
but it. But when you start a joke, you just write, and people clap. Oh my! This is the best feeling for me. The feeling, you did not take a joke of someone else. You write something, you think it's funny, you go on stage and you did. Oh, wow! This is the drug.
Yeah. Where do most of your jokes come from?
Life.
Like experiences that you've had.
Yeah.
So do you write them down immediately?
All the time. Yeah. I don't sit like with a white page.
Yeah.
And say, okay, I have to write something. I don't do that.
Because people do, right? Like a lot of
people. Everyone have his technique. My technique, it's because I think the most important for me, it's not necessarily to have the joke. It's to try on stage. It's for me, it's 50-50. So because it's not because you think it's funny on paper, it's going to be on stage. And this is why I work hard. I always go on stage. I don't care if I don't have the punch. I don't care if the joke will not working, because all the time this is life. On stage, what is on stage? It's another world.
Oh yeah.
Everything change.
Yeah.
Your pulse, the feeling. Yeah. It takes years to be like who you are now. This is the ultimate goal. Go on stage every time. This for people say, why you go on stage every time? To be able to be myself like now. It takes years.
That's right.
to be yourself on stage, you know. So it's very important for me to, okay, I have the joke, but I have to try right away. You know,
Yep.
it's for me it's very important, and I don't care if I did because sometimes you don't assume the joke. You did not do the right way you're supposed to do. It's you know, it's
So do you write on stage sometimes too?
sometimes I just have a flash.
Yeah.
I have an idea, and I put in the middle of two sure jokes.
Okay, so that's what if you have a new joke that's happened, something happened that day, and you're like, I got to try this on stage. Then you'll start with your subway, got to use the bathroom even before I buy stuff. And then you'll get back to the whatever just happened, and then people laugh. If they don't, you always know you can get them laughing with something that you've already got.
Yes.
Yeah. That's I mean, that's a lot of people say they only write on stage. Some people say they only write like on a piece of paper. They'll sit down once a day like it's a job, you know, and they'll write out things. And I guess you can do a combination of those three things, right?
Yeah, just because I'm lazy. Because the only time I wrote clean my stuff like on the paper with it's when I do a gala. Because they want the paper clean. They want with the computer, you know. But
you have to submit like what you're gonna say to
you need all the time before if you pass the audition they want, and after that you do the audition and they say, okay, you did not did that, say this joke, or
oh really, they call you back on it and say where was that joke and stuff. Interesting. Wow.
In French we do that.
That's something else I want to talk about too, is the way Quebec loves their stars, right? Like, so actually, let's just go back to high school.
Okay.
Yeah, back to high school. You're.
I always want to be funny. I did improvisation.
Yeah.
I did theater. I didn't like it because they have like some barrier.
Yeah.
So
you're somebody else, right? When you're.
But you
theater.
can't. Improvisation is supposed to say anything you want, but you can't. You have to do the what the like.
I don't know what I mean. I've only ever watched improv.
Oh, you never?
I've never. Not really.
I don't like it. I try.
Yeah.
It's fun if you're shy.
Yeah.
Because you have to go there and try to say
That's
what you're supposed to say about the title and you know.
And they give you techniques and stuff. I would imagine, right?
Maybe I like it at the time. I don't remember, but it was not like. Maybe I tried to find who I am at the time because I did a lot of stuff. I did, you know, when you sing but you don't sing.
Yeah. Lip sync.
Lip sync.
Yeah.
I did a lot of lip sync at high school.
Yeah.
I did.
To what?
Oh, I did Snow and Farmer. I did Run DMC.
Okay.
Mary. You know, just I need attention at the time. I didn't know I want to be a comedian.
Yeah.
I like to make, because at the time it was not a title, you know, someday I'm going to be a comedian. It was not like that at the time. When I was young, it was comedies just start in Quebec.
Okay.
In 1990, the boom they call. So I did the guy who go to the school every year and they hypnotize you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was there every year.
Amazing. I still don't know how that works.
I don't care if my arm doesn't work. I'm gonna be there on stage. You know?
Oh, you went up on stage every year. Of course you did, and you pretended. That's what he's looking for. Is the guys like you, right?
Hey, the guy will never say, "Oh, you fake, get out." He needs me. You know what I mean?
I love to hear that. That's amazing.
So I practice there.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? Because so if I understand, I go on stage, you're gonna do that, whoop, and people will believe I sleep, and I can do anything you're gonna ask me, and people will laugh and respect me and say, "Oh my God, you are so funny." I said, I think I'm gonna do that. So every year I went there. A big X black on my calendar,
and he's looking for you.
It's
every
coming.
Year.
Yes, I need the attention I need, you know, and it's the way it's like that. I start to do comedy, because after I forgot it. After the the high school, I started to find a job and I forgot comedy. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because
what did you do?
They don't have a place to do comedy. So I just forgot. I just do something else.
Yeah.
And
what'd you do?
I work at Burger King. You know, I pay my rent. You know,
I
start to do a bartender, DJ. I did, and I start, and I saw a guy who was in a group of comedy who gave up. I remember when I met him, he was like a outside of a bar at 2 a.m.
Yeah. I
said, "Oh, you're not good, huh? Are you the comedian?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Why you stop?" And I start to talk about like that with him, and we restart a group, me, him, and another guy, and and we asked for a bar if we can do comedy there.
Yeah.
So every week we do personage. It was not stand up; it was personage.
Like impressions.
No, it was more. I'm somewhere. I'm a fool on stage. I'm personage.
Okay.
You don't know what I mean?
No, impersonage.
It's in French. We do at the time. We do a lot of personage.
Okay.
Like I'm a guy who's tired.
Yeah.
And the only thing the guy said, "I'm so tired." I'm so tired. And he started to do line.
Okay.
It's
and
like
improv.
No, he right. The stuff is right.
Oh, okay.
He write the stuff.
Yeah.
It's personage. It's like I don't know how to explain that.
And people like that? And they go
yeah,
watch it?
yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I remember my first personage was a gay at the army.
Yeah.
So I have a army set, and I have for the fly.
Yeah.
You can kill
Fly
the fly.
swatter, yeah.
Yeah, but I do that on my dick. Kush. It was not. It was, but at the time, it was the way it is. Nobody do stand up at the time. It was everyone do personage
In Quebec.
in Quebec. Yeah.
Okay.
So we started to take the group 1 year. 1 year we did that, and after that I started to do stand up, like maybe 10 show a year.
Yeah. At just bars, you were.
Yeah, because I remember all the time say, okay, I stop, I quit. I was not funny first, and because you need experience.
Yeah.
So I stopped. I start to do television, commercial.
Okay.
Like you do, not podcast, but on Radio CBC. I do a lot of funny stuff on television.
Okay.
For 5 years.
Like Man in the Street kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do a commercial with a sport commercial, like a rollerblade, only $1.99, like that.
In French, though?
In French.
Okay.
And I moved to Montreal in 2008. And I said, I'm going to do 2006. And middle of 2007, I start to do full-time. Comedian full-time. So no matter what, I will not give up anymore.
Yeah.
And I will I will survive. You know what I mean? And the fun part of French comedy, it's very easy. It's because they pay you right away. It's open mic. It's $25. They give you 2 beer, and you don't need to bring people. The reverse of an English.
So each person gets $25?
Each comic.
Wow.
Yeah, open mic.
Wow. So they're charging a lot of money to get in then.
No, it's $5. But all the money go to the comic.
And everybody, they get a lot of people.
Why? Because all the time, it's, I don't have a lot of, and in English, when I do comedy, and they always call me, and they explain me everything before how much they will not pay me. In French, you call the comics, I have this, and we're going to do that.
They tell you the money.
In English, they say, it's a fundraiser.
Yeah.
It's so sad. People die. I said, okay. I want to be part, but I have to pay my rent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's you have always to fight to get money in English. So if I succeed in French, it's because maybe $25 is nothing, but it's the minimum. Sometimes you do 50, 75. Sometimes you have 100. And you build your craft.
Yeah.
And at the end of the month, if you do 25, 50, 75, 20, 30, it's $600-700 a month. It's like welfare of comedy.
Yeah.
But you focus on comedy. So the first year, I think I made $8,000, and I live in a 1-bedroom. I don't think I have a bedroom. I think I live in a 1 floor.
One floor.
1 floor. But I was happy, man.
Yeah.
I'm a comic.
Yeah.
And the year after, 16,000, and the year after,
Yeah.
and I built like that. And when I was like not on the top, but like do well, and asked to myself, what is the next step for me? I always wanted to do comedy in English, but I was shy and scared because it's another world. And
did you speak English at the time?
No.
Or? Okay.
No, I have 5 words.
5 words in English.
Yeah, I have hot dog, toaster.
Yeah.
I have sleeping bag. I have
sleeping bag.
Crazy carpet.
Yeah, that's a good one to know.
Poutine.
Poutine.
This is what I do on stage. And I said, fuck. I said, oh, sorry, 6 words.
That's good. So this is 2006. And
in French.
I
moved to Montreal in a 1 floor.
In your 1 floor.
Yeah, from Sherbrooke.
So did you have any money saved up, or
I paid 2 months.
Okay.
To the guy to have time, So the 2 months I work in a bar.
Okay. In Montreal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I make a lot of money, and I start to do comedy.
Which bar?
Part time. It was the Radio Lounge.
Oh, okay.
On Saint Laurent.
Okay.
And it's closed now. But I remember I saw a comic at the time. He said, why are you here? I said, to make money. I want to do comedy again. And he told me, if you want to do comedy, it's full time or nothing. I said, yeah, but I have to make money. He said, no, nobody who care.
Yeah.
You have to. It's full time or nothing. If you want to be a comedian, it's full time or nothing.
Yeah.
So I stopped right away, and I went to like I said, the bar of $25. And I remember I meet my girlfriend at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I said, I'm sorry because I make money, and I said, I will not invite you in the restaurant anymore. It's gonna be craft dinner.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Of course not. Yeah.
And I'm with her for 10 years.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's your girlfriend now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. She's amazing.
It's funny that you say that because after this is our 25th podcast, and people have told similar stories, and it's always somebody who decided to go with something great instead of something that's good. Right? It's very often what it's in a way of doing something great is something good. So what I'm saying is you wanted to, your great being your dream of being a comedian instead of settling for being a bartender, which is good because you would have made lots of money, right?
Yeah.
But you absolutely get rid of that good thing and you go after the dream.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what focuses you, and you realize every day I gotta get up, I gotta make money telling jokes to people in French.
Yes.
Right?
And get paid more.
And get paid more.
Because a lot of competition in French. You have to understand. Nobody understands the industry in French. How us we don't understand too anyway.
Yeah.
It's we are like 300 comic in a 6 million population in French.
In Montreal.
In French, no, Quebec.
Okay.
The province. Because we are 8 million, but you have 2 million anglophone in the province of Quebec.
Okay.
So it's 6 million who speak French. So when you did Val d'Or, Drummondville, Sherbrooke 20 times, it's fun to make money. It's like the same thing you said before. It's not about the money. It's about to push yourself. You have one life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why I'm scared? I'm gonna die. I should be scared more to die than try something. I always want to do it,
right.
But I'm scared about what people will think about. Who cares about people who don't believe you? Who care? They don't know what you have in your head. Because how many people laugh about my situation, about why you learn English, why you do comedy, and it doesn't pay.
Yeah,
I don't care. It's not about the money.
That's right. I like that. You should be more scared of dying, not having tried to live your dream.
And now I have 2 jobs. I'm a comedian in French and a comedian in English. I have 2 pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which pays more?
It's still French.
Yeah.
But if I don't have, if today I will say I don't do comedy in French anymore, I will pay my rent.
That's nice.
In English.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That in
you have to think about that.
Is amazing.
You have to think about that because people don't realize you don't make money in English. Okay?
Yeah.
In comedy?
Yeah.
Good luck.
It's harder.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, because I'm very interested.
I don't say in English around the world. Joe Rogan and Bill Burr. I talk about Canadian. If you're a Canadian. Okay, I know. I saw a lot of superstars don't make money, and they are great comic. in Canada.
So then, obviously, from that, we can assume that your goal is to leave the country to do comedy.
Yeah, I don't like to do the same thing, and it's why I'm a comedian. But I like to push myself. I play in New York. I play in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And I would love to move someday in LA.
Yeah.
And restart.
Oh, I remember you posting things about going to the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I went there. Yeah.
And
I did 3 minutes.
No, oh, nice.
Yeah, man. Man, scary shit ever.
How was the reaction?
Jim Carrey was there.
Come on.
No, I mean, not.
Oh, he's done. Everyone's been to there.
I know, but it's my road. It's the same road. You know what I mean?
Your road, yeah.
He sleep in his car like 2 years in at the back of a Comedy Store, he was poor.
Yeah.
But you have the big dream, you know.
Yeah.
It's normal to, if you don't have a big dream, it's all right too. It's not the point.
That's right.
The point if you want to push yourself, but the only reason why you don't do it is because you're scared about other people, or it's not a real scare. Scare is a part of the pleasure.
That's right.
Every time I go on stage, I'm scared. Not at the same level than when I start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm still scared because I will never go on stage and pretend, you know what, I did it. They should laugh me. They should laugh every time I said something.
That's right.
I saw a comic go on stage and be like, you should be happy I'm here. You know, you should laugh when they don't laugh like he want to, he start to, drink a beer, talk to the crowd, No. When you go on stage, you have to prove yourself every night.
Every time.
Who are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Because the best comic in the world don't do that. So who are you to pretend you're there and you're lucky? Me, I don't like when I saw that. It's the show.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you go on stage and you kill and you sweat and until everyone say, "Oh my God, who is this guy?" You know what I mean? This is why I do comedy. You know, the goosebump. You know.
Yeah. What do you tell yourself before you get on stage? Like some guy, I remember hearing what's Andrew Dice Clay. Every time before he'd go on stage, he'd always tell himself he's the greatest comedian that's ever lived, right? And it gave him that persona to go up there with confidence. And you see comedians and, they're about to go on, no matter how big they are, like 5 minutes before they go on, they're talking to themselves. Yeah. Right? Is there something that you tell yourself?
Yeah, all the time. All the time, yeah.
That's what.
Because they have always a small voice, huh?
Yeah.
You suck. While you're here?
Yeah.
You think they're going to laugh?
Yeah, maybe not.
Everybody said they will not understand because they speak French. The voice, and he said, "Ah!"
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
My trick is I stop. I don't think. I don't, I don't practice my stuff. I know my stuff.
That's right.
I just, je fais le vide. You know? What is the vide?
Just empty, just...
Nothing.
Yeah.
Until I heard my name, and I go on stage and I do what I have to do,
Yeah. Do you prepare things like, because I'm pretty sure you talk to the audience quite a bit, right?
No, because you asked a question last time, like the question of you imposed something to us. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
About
saying a story about something that's changed.
That's why.
Yeah,
but I don't talk to the crowd.
Okay.
I can more than before because it's not because people think I play a role. Because of my accent.
Yeah.
But no, it's because when you saw me on stage, you said, this guy speak well, because I know my stuff by heart. I practice. So when you talk to me off stage, said, I don't understand why you speak so bad in life. Because I'm not good in English, I just learned English 5 years ago.
Yeah.
5 years ago.
So you're in your 40s, right?
I'm 43. Yeah.
43. So you started learning another language at
at
late
37.
30s.
Yeah,
that's late in life.
Yeah, I thought I was bipolar. I think you're bipolar.
What do you do to learn English?
So I went. First I start to go to the Comedy Works.
Okay.
And the Yucks.
In Montreal.
Drink pint of beer. Yeah. No, in Ottawa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with Derek Seguin. Before I meet him, and he showed me like the English side. You know, I follow him often.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. So I drink beer.
Yeah.
Just dream about to be on stage in English was the goal. Because every time you have a goal, you have many goals before the big goal. Who is the big goal is to headline an old club and at the with Yuck Yucks. You know, this was my ultimate goal, and I did it.
You've been all across Canada?
Yeah, no, not just the principle. I think it should be like all Ontario, the East and the West. I don't have time for that, and you know it's another story. But it was not for me. The goal was Toronto downtown. This is,
and you've done that.
Yeah, if I don't care to do St. John or Halifax, not because I don't like the place or the club, but for the goal. You know, the goal is what is the difficult club with the Yuck Yucks. The most tough club.
Yeah, Toronto? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's the club. It's the first club. Is
it still the same?
Mark Breslin.
Yeah. Does he still own Yuck Yucks Toronto?
I don't know.
Okay.
But he's always there.
Oh, is he? Okay.
You know, watching you. You have to kill. You know what I mean?
So when did you do that?
I did that last year.
Okay. And he was there?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So how'd that go? That was your biggest show at the time? Or?
Man.
Yeah. How long did you do?
I did 54 minutes.
Like almost an hour? 54? 54?
Yeah,
50, oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. 50,
wow.
yeah.
And it went great?
I killed, man.
And what did he say afterwards?
I bombed Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thursday, I did okay. Friday, 2 shows, I did well.
Yeah.
And he came to saw me Saturday, and I killed. And he said, you have to understand, okay? 5 years ago, I saw Howard of the Yuck Yucks at Ottawa. Because I know I go everywhere because it's when we talk about comedy, it's the passion. We're going to come back for Mark Breslin. But, you know, the first, the tough part of the comedy is the first show.
Of the of the weekend or
no of your life.
Okay, your life. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember your first show. You always remember your first show. Okay. So I went to Yuck Yuck at the time. Howard booked us, me, Derek Seguin, another guy, to do a French show in the Yuck Yucks.
Okay.
It was so we did a weekend at the Yuck Yuck, but Derek is a superstar. So after the set, you have to go to the other club. Now it's closed.
Okay.
You remember they have 2 Yuck Yuck in Ottawa, and he do that like tack. So I follow him, and he headlined there. And before he went on stage, he said, "You want to do a spot?" I said, "No," because he know it was my dream. I said, "No, I'm not ready." And he said, "Oh, come on." I said, Howard came to see the owner.
Yeah.
And he said, "You want to do 3 minutes?" No. But my brain, my voice said, "You know what? You're not ready. You will never be ready anyway." Okay? People think they are ready when they try something. No, the guts make you ready.
That's right.
You know? So I said, if Derek asked me, if Howard said, "Come on, the owner, let's do it." So I did it. Oh my God. I don't remember anything. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if I bombed. I'm sure I did well, but people laugh because
you sound funny.
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
You know, I was so happy. I was so pumped. How are you? But you know what? The ice was broke.
Yeah.
You know, when I went off the stage, voila, I did it.
It's it.
The tough part of it was the first show.
So that was your first show in English, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
First show ever in English.
Wow.
Yuck Yuck Ottawa.
Yeah.
Now it's closed, but this, and I said to Howard, someday I'm gonna headline.
Yeah. What did he say?
He laughed so hard.
Yeah.
Same thing with Mark Breslin when I meet Mark Breslin in Montreal.
Yeah.
But they stopped laughing now.
And that's
I'm laughing.
That's
now.
not very long, right? Like how long was that?
What do you mean?
With the story you just told. When was that?
This is October 16, 2011.
Okay, so
6 years.
6 years ago.
But I start comedy like full time April 12, 2012.
Okay, yeah, right. When you
so
moved.
so you know what I mean. So now it's 5 years. I do comedy, but you know I don't start with this show. It was my first show, but when I start full time, it was April 12 because at the Comedy Works.
And then so you're obviously really busy. And do you still do French comedy?
Every time.
Okay.
I will not stop make money.
Yeah.
I know. I love to do both.
Yeah. Who, when you first started and when you moved to Montreal, like who were the guys that you looked up to? Derek was already doing comedy there at the time?
No, I never meet him before that.
That's when you met him. When you
I met him at the Yuck Yucks. Yeah. At the, I think I met because I was the booker of a comedy club on TV, and I booked him.
Mm-hmm.
And we start to be friends, and he start to help me. Mm-hmm. So it's like that. I went to the world of, but I think I passed like the first 6 months, at the Comedy Works and at the Yuck Yuck, just drink beer and just visualize someday I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about that. You start the French show tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Bonjour, mes amis.
Voilà.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Bonne chance.
Good luck.
But
you don't care because the result is in your head.
That's right.
The vision you have.
Yeah. I mean, it's just to learn another language is. At this age, I'd be like, no, I don't have the patience. I don't know.
And it's not because you learn a language.
Yeah.
You're gonna be funny in this language.
That's right.
It's another muscle. It's another style. Mm-hmm. Lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I moved to Toronto. You know that? 18 months. Okay. I moved to Toronto.
Yeah.
To be better in English. My girlfriend said, "Let's do it."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we went there like 2 years ago now. For now.
Okay.
We went there. We live in the Liberty Village.
Okay.
It's like 30 minutes to walk to the Yuck Yucks. Mm-hmm. So I think I did this year the 350 show.
Oh wow!
I did 60,000 kilometers because I have to come back to Montreal to make money.
Yeah. Because
the club don't pay, don't pay well, not enough to live in the Liberty Village. Mm-hmm. It's a great neighbor. It's a new neighbor, beside downtown, and you saw the Rogers Center. It's beautiful. And Mississauga. Mm-hmm. I think the Yuck Yuck is closed now. This was my favorite club, the Mississauga club.
How come?
Because it's like the Yuck Yuck Ottawa. It's like there, the stage. It's not too big. It's not too high.
Yeah. It's so important, the room for comedy, right?
Yeah.
Like a low ceiling, dark, uncomfortable chairs, and people.
Sometimes it's not the place. It's the essence of the place. Mm-hmm. It's Toronto. I always have difficulty. Did you play it in Toronto?
Nope.
It's you have 5 spots in your face, and people are this side, and a little bit here, but in general they are there.
Oh yeah.
The stage is very high, and the ceiling is very. So it's not very. It's not my favorite. Take me a lot of time to be able to be. Have fun on stage, because Mike Brazin give me a headline. I said, okay, I'm gonna accept the headline, but you have to give me a lot of spot. So I think I did 30 spot, like Mississauga, Ajax, Vaughan, and Toronto, to be sure. I'm gonna be good in English because it's another world. It's only 5 hours from Montreal, Toronto, but it's another world.
Yeah,
nobody understand if I talk about. French and the politic, Quebec, anglophone, francophone. They don't.
So you have different topics that you speak.
Yeah,
to
I change all my.
Not just the language.
I change all my routine.
Wow.
Yeah. Change everything. So I bomb like 15 times.
Yeah.
Trying to find a way.
Yeah.
But when you say bomb, you're supposed to kill yourself after. No, because bomb is just a way to tell you you're not on the right direction.
Yeah.
But when you start. It's the big deal. But when you start to do that every day, bomb is just like, okay, I'm going to change myself. Yeah. Who cares? The people will not be there tomorrow. Yeah. And it was an open mic. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So you have to stop. Yeah, you have to say to your ego, shut up. Because when I say to my ego, you're going to stop make money in French, you're going to start at 0 in English. And when you're going to start to make money in English in Montreal, you're going to stop that. Going to go to Toronto. You're going to restart at 0, and restart again, because the ultimate dream is to move to LA,
Okay. So how are you going to do that?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, let's talk about it then. Because I think it's I mean, you seem to be doing things really fast on the scale of how people like sort of take the comedy world, right? I mean, you're a headliner right across Canada with less than 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And I one thing that struck me is when I first started these podcasts, the very first Angela was on, Sarakas, I pronounce his last name.
Yeah. Great podcast.
Yeah, and
Very
so
genuine.
you called me, and you're like, all right, when's the next one? Because he had said things to you that you had, grabbed a hold of and helped you, right? Like the stuff about the green card.
Yeah.
And so obviously you need a green card to go work down there.
Yeah, I'm in this process now. It's so long. Mm-hmm. It's so complicated. But I don't care about that. Mm-hmm. This is just a card. Yeah. It's just, and we don't live in a good timing for the green card with Donald Trump and the immigration. But because if I was rich, I will be there yesterday.
Slugging it out like you did in Montreal, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's so... We are Canadian beside the American, but they treat us like we are Cuban. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. If it will be more easy for me to go to Cuba, rent a kayak, and go to Florida and say, "Hey,
you should do that.
Cerveza, amigo.
Foot on the ground.
Oh, you're Cuban, cerveza, amigo. And I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the way they treat us to work there and pay tax. I think I paid $10,000 now. For now, just for
the green card.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a Cuban,
very expensive.
They have a law there, right? If you get your foot on the ground, you can become a landed immigrant or something. Right? You can stay.
Yeah.
Whoa! What just happened there?
I don't know.
Did you lose your? Oh, hold on.
I do. Check. I do.
Oh, I know what happened there. We're good.
Are you good?
That's okay. It's just my headphones.
Do you have question?
No, that's good. So,
no question on Facebook.
Yeah, what's that?
Do you have question on Facebook?
I don't know, but I do want to. I want to know about your journey to the.
I don't know if you went American with the Cuba. The joke is how it's complicated to work in the American comedian. They don't need a visa and green card to do comedy in Canada.
They don't. Eh?
No, they don't.
Wow. But there's a lot of guys who have gone to the United States and just worked for free. Yeah,
you have to restart at the bottom there too.
Yeah, just go to New York City and start working for free. And by free, I imagine they're getting paid something, right?
The green card, the advantage with the green card is you can have a day job and focus on your comedy at the night.
Yeah.
This is why I ask. This is why I ask a green card.
Oh, I get it. So you want to have a job to pay for rent.
I don't care, and I don't care to work a waiter the day and do comedy at the store every night. It's to upgrade my skill but the visa it's like the same amount of difficulty than the green card, but a visa is 3 years.
Oh, okay.
And you can't have a day job.
Oh, really?
It's impossible.
So you just get it for
one visa. It's for if you ask for a comedian, you have to do. But it's impossible to survive. I said, if you don't have money. And a green card, it's 10 years, and after 4 years, you can ask for citizenship with your green card.
Yeah.
So I ask for 1 year from now. Ça fait 1 an, 1 year, and it's long because the paper went somewhere, and you wait, and many people. So it's not the good time.
And you've talked to people who have already done that, right? Did you call?
Yeah. I have a friend who motivate me. They give me motivation.
Okay, yeah.
They are there.
Yeah.
They said, don't give up, man. Who cares? Everything is great.
Yeah.
And they're right. Because when you start to focus on something where you don't have control, you start to unfocus on what you're supposed to do and live the moment present. Right. Have fun, focus. Who cares about the Los Angeles I still have fun here, but this is my ultimate dream.
Yeah.
The check mark that I'm done. I did it.
Yeah. So do you think when you move there and you start playing in Los Angeles, you're going to have to change your jokes like you did, or your subject matter?
Yeah.
So you'll be more.
But now I have some joke like I can do everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere in the world. You don't need to explain who I am.
Yeah.
But every time you move somewhere, you have to adjust yourself. Not in comedy, in life.
Yeah.
You have to be part of. Faut que tu t'intègres. Integration.
Yeah.
It's if you don't do this, I will never succeed in Toronto if I never go outside, feel the CD, all the people think, and I start to write some stuff. Arrive here, like with homeless people on Queen Street, every corner. We have homeless people every corner. Think about that. If you go to Toronto, don't take the Queen Street. Because no, it's true.
Yeah.
Because the first time I went there, I walk and a homeless guy say, "Hey man, you have $2." Okay. Yeah. So I give the $2. Yeah. So I was happy. I could buy $6.49. Something. I give a $2 for the guy. I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
I was happy, but you can't be happy when you walk on Queen Street. You know why? Because another corner with another guy arrived.
That's right.
Okay? So I went there. The guy said, "You have the $2?" I said, "Yes, but no." He said, "Why?" I said, "Yeah, because I give my $2 to the other guy."
Yeah.
And he started to be pissed off about me, like, "Liar." I said, "Why I will lie to you?
Yeah.
It's not my fault if you don't have the good corner, man." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was happy, and 5 seconds later, I'm pissed off. And I have another corner, So I wrote a number about that, because it's life, it's situation. The joke I write, if you saw my stuff, it's always about frustration of incorporation and society, about stuff like they have horse, mountain mountain. The cops on the horse.
Mounted police.
Mountain police.
Yeah.
Listen, we don't have that in Quebec.
No?
No. So I walk my dog when I live in Toronto.
Yeah.
Walk my dogs, and he shit. And
decide Chihuahua. You got a Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua and a Shetland, yeah.
Okay.
I decided to not pick this shit, okay? But not this. I was I said, I'm going to save a bag. You know what I mean? You have a dog.
Save a bag. Yeah.
But the two big horse.
No.
You know what a horse is?
Yeah, I know what a horse is.
The horse of the cops, it's 3 horse and the one horse.
Yeah.
It's so big.
Big horses.
I was tabarnak. And they saw me, They saw me not pick the shit. Yeah. And I started saying, "Come on, give me a chance." I was not too far. And they started to give me a ticket. And this is why I do comedy. The time they gave me a ticket, the horse shit a pile. And I said, "What you going to do with that?"
Yeah.
He said, "Nothing."
Yeah.
I said, "Nothing."
Yeah.
You give me a ticket because I have this of Chihuahua shit, okay? And you're gonna leave this pile of shit. My dog could be inside. you know. And they say, "Well, bravo. Tell to your mother you did something great today." I was so pissed off, man. I went home. I wrote that. I went to the Yucks, and I tried, and now it's a killer.
I've seen it. That's the first time I saw you.
It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why are you so stupid?
Yeah.
To give me a ticket for this. When
they don't pick up their crap in Toronto?
No.
Nobody does. They just leave it there.
It's
unbelievable.
Yes, everywhere. And maybe another guy passed with
they must radio some guy and he comes.
Okay, my horse shit at the corner. Okay, I'm coming, Bob. I'm coming.
Yeah, they probably have a code name for it.
Drove to research the shit.
Yeah. Can you imagine being that guy?
Huh?
You're the guy who picks up the horse shit in Toronto.
So this is the way I work.
Yeah. So a lot of guys, like Mike McDonald, who's been on this podcast, told me, or in speaking about comedy, said that if you don't have a message, you shouldn't be on the stage. And he didn't mean in general, but so is there a message to your comedy?
But it's never give up. Mm-hmm. If you never try, you will never know. Mm-hmm. Everything is possible. Focus.
But in your actual, like the stuff you're saying on stage, do you want to leave people? Do you want people to laugh? Do you want people to laugh and think? Do you want people?
But no, not really. No, I want people don't think about the life they have. Mm-hmm. The regular job they have, the kids. They came to pass a moment to forget the real life. And just laugh. I don't like to insult people, talk about stuff like the people will say, "Whoa, I'm not this kind of comic." Me, it's more, I laugh so hard, I forgot my real life, my job, my problem. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. This is like a medicine. Yeah. This is more what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to shock people.
Yeah.
You said that. Why you said
That's
religion, sex? I don't. It's not my goal. They have a other comic who do that.
Yeah.
And this is the choice I did. It's not the choice I did. It's the choice of my style.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm pissed off of a lot of stuff, but in general, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Because we live in a so great society.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, the key at the subway, like you have to order. It's not a real problem, but it's a problem in our society. You know what I mean? Because they lock the door because people take drugs. You know.
Yeah.
But look at my face. Do you think I'm a guy who's gonna put me drugs in my vein?
No, not the right kind.
You
anyways.
should have a lot of judgment. If I'm here, it's because I eat Subway, man.
Yeah.
You know what
Sugar,
I mean?
caffeine,
Yeah.
perhaps lots of that.
but I like to it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
You know, the end of the world. You know, they don't take their shit, but they give me a ticket for that. It's an injustice.
Yeah.
You know the personage, like
Yeah.
it's like me, but 50 times more on stage about how I'm pissed off.
Okay. So then you are. A lot of people say, be yourself, just more of yourself on stage. So I mean, you're clearly the guy on stage who you are off the stage.
Yeah,
right?
but imagine if I was I'm on stage, like the pancake. You know what the pancake? When they give me, they charge me $3 for the maple syrup.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm so pissed off. Like,
Yeah.
the maple syrup should come with pancake. You know, if I order a lasagne,
Yeah.
I will understand they charge me $3 because a lasagne doesn't fit. But if I'm like that now,
Yeah, you can't do that
I don't
all the
think
time.
you're gonna
That's
like
right.
the podcast.
That's right.
But it's the I reproduce the emotion I got at the time when the situation arrived for the first time. You know.
Yeah.
This is what keep me. It's why my joke's still working because I still remember how I was pissed off at the time. You know.
Yeah, that's a big thing, right? When you start telling a story, and if you're telling a real story, then you get back into that emotional spot, right? You get into that.
Like you just like the situation just arrived now.
Yeah. And you put people into that same spot.
Yeah, man. Sometimes we think everyone saw us.
Yeah,
But nobody saw us.
that's right.
So you have to recreate the all the time, and this is fun. And the funny part is I had line at the Yuck Yuck Ottawa because of Howard, because he saw me working. So I start, hosting, middle, opening, and I said, I'm going to give you your chance.
Yeah.
And I said, do you remember when you laughed 5 years ago?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
But, sometimes you can't, if you have a big dream, if you focus, if you're motivated, who care about what people think,
Yeah, that's right.
And then
You can't worry about what other people
no,
think.
if I was listening, everyone told me you will never succeed. You never. I will not be here tonight with you today with you, because I'm with you today, huh?
Yeah.
At your podcast
You are here. Yeah.
in English.
In English.
Think about that.
The whole
If
time.
you told me that 5 years ago, I will never believe it.
Impossible.
I will anticipate. Oh my God, it could be great. You know what I mean? This is great. By the way, a carpet on the.
Yeah, I like that, yeah.
If you move out,
Yeah, it's a carpet.
we are.
If
We
the
have
house
already
flips
a
over,
carpet. Flip over.
It's because sound. We don't want the sound. to
Beautiful
bounce down.
carpet on
Yeah,
the.
it is beautiful.
So and this motivates me a lot. When a owner of a club said laugh, not he was not like désagréable.
That's right. Yeah, it was just a normal reaction.
Right,
He wasn't
because-
being mean.
Yeah,
that's right.
Who's this guy who have?
Yeah, it was a natural thing, right?
Yeah,
of course.
it's normal. If I
Yeah.
saw a lady take ice on the floor,
Slip on the ground, yeah.
I will laugh right
You have
away.
to,
I will not
yeah.
wait. Are you all right? And have to laugh.
Yeah.
Same thing when I said to Howard, I'm gonna headline someday here.
Yeah. And that's a really important point, because when you start telling people things like that,
Yeah.
even when they're crazy, I can remember when I first started telling people I was going to play in the NFL, and people would snicker and laugh.
Yeah.
And then, I came across one guy one time went, oh, and he just listened to me, and I thought, that guy thinks it's real. That guy, thinks maybe I can do this. And that fed me for a lot of years.
And not just that,
months.
I didn't say that to him. I said that to me,
You said it to yourself?
to him.
Yeah.
Because when you speak louder, because why you think people confess? Why we do podcasts? Because everything we have in our head, if we stay inside, it just move and get out. When you talk louder,
That's right.
I remember, he remember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
and
for
it
sure.
was a goal, an achievement, and at the same time, it was for me because who care he laugh or he say, "I will wait for you." It was my goal,
right.
A lot of gold, I did Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, Mississauga, Vaughan, Ajax, Niagara Falls, and now it's the I don't know how to say that, but it's like it was meant to be because I remember I sweat 5 minutes before I went on stage at the Yak Yak Toronto. I was outside. I don't know if you never did the Yak Yak.
Pacing, walking around.
Outside in the garbage, the New York street,
Okay.
garbage.
An alley.
With graffiti,
Yeah.
And I was so stressed.
Yeah.
And I remember Brian 8, another comic king.
Okay. Yeah. Brian Hatt.
Brian Hatt.
Yeah.
Great guy.
He was on this podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago.
Hatt? This is HY.
Oh.
Is it H?
HATT.
Yeah? Is it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Describe his face.
It looks like you.
You have a beer? You have a beer, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go.
He's got the.
You have a hat?
he has the-
Expo hat?
Yeah. He
Anyway,
talks about his jeans.
Anyway,
His
yeah.
bum.
This
It's
guy.
one of the greatest bits ever.
Yeah,
right?
funny guy. So this guy, he went outside. Like I don't know if he saw that or it was. He said, if you're here, it's because they know you're funny.
Yeah.
So just have fun.
Just have fun.
My God,
It's all about
save
fun.
my weekend, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes we forget when we're going on stage to make people laugh that it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Right? You see people, especially at open mics and those kind of nights where they're all stressed and worried and stuff. And because at that point, when you're about to get on stage, you've practiced.
Yeah.
You've gone over that a million times
I
in your
did.
head.
Yeah.
You've lived it.
Yeah.
Right? It's in there.
I moved there.
You
Think
move
about
there to do it, right?
Yeah.
If you just go up there and have fun, pretend you're talking to a group of your buddies,
Yeah.
and you don't worry about making a mistake. Because
Yeah.
you know what? People are like, "What if I make a mistake?" I'm like, "Mistakes are funny."
It's the
Right?
only. Yeah, it's why we do that, by the way.
Yeah.
But boy, I mean, when the adrenaline goes wrong,
Yeah.
when you don't, you don't have air anymore. My God, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And you need something. You need something for about life.
Yeah.
Because when I went there with Derek Seguin, I did an open mic there. I bombed.
Yeah.
And Mark Brazil was there too. And I said, I'm gonna come back here.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a headline.
Yeah.
It was now there.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know what? I have a lot of friends say, why is here? Why it's not me there to have a gala? And why I don't have my one-man show? It should be me. A lot of people complain.
Jealousy, yeah.
And you know what? I complain often in my life about jealousy. And I realize when it's your turn, be ready, man.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, you thought you were, every person have his road. Every person have the right to be there. You should be just happy and proud for the other. Anyway, it's not your road; it's the road of the other one.
That's a big thing in comedy.
Oh,
is people are worried that if you take a spot, it's their spot. That's not the way it works, man.
Does it work like now? No. And I realized that, and when I was outside, I said, oh my God, I always complain that when it's going to be my turn. Now it's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tu comprends?
Pedal to the metal, man.
Yeah. It's that. It's okay. So just be grateful. And just focus on your stuff. Be happy for the other, and you're gonna succeed faster and better.
That's right.
Because this is so easy to hate other comic.
Yeah.
And for free spot, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's always free in English.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And French, we make money and we respect the other. Think about that.
Yeah.
It's more friendship in French than in English with no money.
Interesting.
Yeah. This is why the comedy don't work in English. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, you say Derek Seguin was there and was helping you from day one, right? He wasn't worried that this other guy, because often when people ask me about you or him, and I can easily compare, say similar, because you have the French accent and speaking in English, right?
Yeah.
And so he could have been, oh, that guy's taking my game. You know what I mean? And no, he went the other way and helped you out.
Yeah.
And I mean, look what's happened to him. He's a megastar,
Yeah.
right? He's a big star. And when we help other people, we're really helping ourselves, right? Yeah. That's the way it works.
More you give, more you're gonna receive.
That's right.
It's so easy. So no, I think I will do it again, and I will enjoy it, because now the big stress of my life was the Yuck Yuck headlining in Toronto.
Yeah,
was the worst.
And you've done it.
I done it, and now it's like it's never happened.
Yeah,
about all the stress I put to myself for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I can accomplish anything now.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the Mark Hatfield podcast.
Yeah. Hatfield trip. Yeah.
And you understand me.
I understand you very well.
Because I said I learned English 5 years ago. Like I stopped. I learned English 5 years ago. No, I still continue to improve myself.
You have a word of the day every day.
Right? It was mindful.
Mindful. Very mindful.
And sorry for people who say, "Who is this guy talk about bizarre?" I know, but every year you should saw me 4 years, 3 years, 5 years ago. How I was not good, And you asked me how I learned English. I work in a restaurant at Chorus, the breakfast place.
Yeah.
I worked like 4 months after I went to a school full time, like adult course.
Yeah.
Like
adult
9
school,
to 4, 10 weeks and 10s.
Okay.
And after that, I went to the because it was in March, April, May. And in May I quit because I did 3 TV shows in French.
Yeah.
And someone recognized me when I said, "You would like more coffee?" He said, "Hey, you're a French comic, man." And my ego said, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah.
So,
so were all these conscious things to help you get to be an English comedian? Like, did you do that on purpose? Did you say, like, I want to do comedy in English, so I'm going to go work at Chorus?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you took school. These are all steps to get to this goal.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
People say, "Go on stage."
Yeah.
Just translate your jokes. And no. When I'm going to go on stage in English, it's because I'm going to write.
Yeah.
I'm going to write something for this situation. Every time you saw me on stage, it's always the same premise of 5 minutes. Like, my name is Sebastien Bourgault. I'm a French Canadian, and I learned English 5 years ago. No accent anymore. I work hard.
That's good.
I have my bit. I explain why I learn English.
Yeah. So that's how you start every night.
Every night.
You talk about who you are.
Who I am and why I'm here. Explain what I want. What do you? You have to explain why you're here. Like you said, Mike McDonald.
Yeah.
If you go on stage, what do you want?
Yeah.
Sometimes some people went on stage. You don't know why you have something to say to us.
That's a great point.
Sometimes it's not fun.
Yeah. Sometimes I usually get on stage and tell them who I am, and then explain with a joke that I'm a brain injured football player, so that they know who I am and what sort of the character is that I am, and what kind of.
Yeah, but
then I get sick of that.
Yeah, but how many shows did you do before you find the way you want? You go on stage and explain something, because you start somewhere like everyone.
Yeah.
Remember
your
first.
I started the first time.
Think about your first stuff.
Yeah.
You will never do it again. But you need something.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. I talk about when you know what you want to do on stage, and you go on stage and you just pretend like. The rhythm is important, you know. So I want to take my time, and when I after the Yuck Yucks, so it was October, November, December, January, February, March. I just focused on that. Went to my friend, see him at the Comedy Works, and it's on YouTube. My first show.
Okay. You put a lot of stuff on.
On
YouTube.
My first show. I always look this. I watch my videos. I don't like it.
Oh, so you record everything?
I record every time.
And then you watch it?
Yes. It's because
huge.
When you do that, you upgrade your skill like 10 show.
So fast. So much faster. Yeah. It's like an athlete, right? You watch the game tape every time.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Oh, it's so painful.
But you get better. That's how you see the mistakes, and then you don't make them again.
Yes.
Right? You can get up on stage or on a football field and make that same mistake over and over.
Yeah. It's practice. This is the ultimate goal. Yeah. But the first show I did at the Yuck Montreal at the Comedy Works, it was my second. my first one in Montreal, and now I think I did like 1,500 show in 5 years.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
A lot of reps. Yeah, that's important. I mean,
yeah.
Stage
I was last year was the tough part, the tough year ever because the travel and you're alone. Nobody talked to you. Every time I went to a comedy club, rarely other comics talked to me. Rarely.
Because why?
I don't know. It was not a good. It was not in French. Hey, how are you? Who are you?
Okay.
It's not the same mentality. I don't. Maybe because I don't know. I mean, anyway, so you went there alone. You know, you wait your turn. You do your stuff.
Yeah.
You go home, rewrite. You know, it was. I was lucky to have a baseball game. Baseball game relaxed me. You know.
Yeah.
Because Toronto is a great city. It's a beautiful city. You know. But I know, you know what the bizarre timing when I went, I came back to Montreal. The Yuck Mississauga, the Ajax, no, not Ajax, Vaughan and Niagara Falls closed.
Okay. Same time you were moving there.
Yeah. No, when I came back.
Okay.
I will lost 3 clubs anyway, so it was time to come back home. You know.
Yeah.
Because I did everything. I went there for an ultimate goal is to be able to be funny in Canada, because you know Ajax, Mississauga, Toronto is not the same crowd.
No.
So not the same mentality.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Mississauga it's more tough. Than downtown. It's more touristic.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So every time you have to adjust yourself. You know. And Jay Leno said if you start to be a superstar somewhere, or you think you do well, you have to go somewhere else and restart every time if you want to be a big star. If you want to be,
that's a really good point. Yeah.
And
find different crowds.
Because after that you know, I saw you last time we did the show together at Yuck Yuck. It's like you go home. It's your home.
Oh yeah.
You know
what's gonna work in there.
I said what? It's like.
Yeah.
You know, you took it. But remember, the first time you did the show, you will never be comment on dit ça, non? T'étais, you know, you have pleasure on stage. It's like people went to see you in your home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's much easier when they're there to see you.
It's what I want to do with all the club in Toronto. I shit in my pants like for 6 months in Toronto downtown. This club was the most tough club for me in my life. To be able to be, you know, have fun on stage and be able to, it's like, it's my home. Take me a lot of time. It's why Mississauga, I love Mississauga, because right away Mississauga, you know, it's...
Yeah. So you got to that point, you think? So you were having fun on stage and...
No,
like before you left.
Yeah, I did everything. It was... Yeah. If I stay there, it will just be the routine. And I hate routine. I did everything I did to prove myself.
Yeah.
Okay, I did that.
Yeah.
The ultimate goal is done.
Yeah.
So, you know, and no money, you know, so I don't make money there. So I was tired to do the drive too. So I came back to Montreal. Now I work. I work and I realize, because think about every weekend, 6 hours. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I go to Montreal, do a show. After the show, came back to Toronto. 6 clack.
Make money, yeah. That's a lot.
With the deer all the time.
The deer are crazy.
And the tough part when you do this road is Port Hope. Is the city of Port Hope?
Yeah, Port Hope.
I hate this city because when you arrive at Port Hope, you don't have hope anymore. You know what I mean? Because you have still 1 hour before you arrive at downtown Toronto, and like, oh my God, I hate Port Hope. It was my reference to after that. Woohoo!
Yeah.
But I don't regret it. I think life, it's experience. You have to push yourself. You have 4 kids, 3 kids, and you know what you're talking about. You move, and you have a big dream about comedy. You know. And you have how many stuff you have now? 15, 20, 30 minutes? You can do how much time?
20 minutes, yeah, for sure.
So think about that. And for how long time? How many time? How much
3
time?
years.
3 years?
Yeah.
20 Keller?
Yeah, I mean, you go through ups and downs of liking stuff and not liking stuff, and for sure. And I want to write more, and I want to get into more of a habit of writing. I mean, my note section is full of stuff, right? And I'm at the point sort of where I got the 10 that you can just make people laugh like crazy at, and if when you got that 5-minute story and it's not going great, you just snap into the 10 that to get the laughs, and you get off stage and to have that confidence to tell that story. But I mean, the stories that I've been trying lately have been working real well, and I want to be more of a storyteller than I am
like
sit
me?
up punchline. Yeah, like you,
Yeah.
for sure. And because I find it more enjoyable, and I find people get more into the stories a little bit more, you know what I mean? And I want to have a message. I want to get up and make people feel things, because I come from a background of a motivational speaker, right?
Yeah.
Of telling my stories and have people realize that that everyone goes through stuff and everyone has things to overcome and obstacles. That's what this podcast is about too. Is to make people realize that we're all in this together. We all have struggles. We all have things that don't go our way. And if we take those things and we use them as the reason why that we can point ourselves in that positive direction, then great and fun things happen, like you say. And that's sort of, I mean, people say you need to set your goals and you have to attack them and you have to have a mindset towards that. And most people aren't like that. To me, it looks like you're a person who, probably through the way you were raised, it points yourself in that direction on a daily basis, because you have goals. Do you write them down?
What do you mean?
Like, do you say, okay, I want to, like, for instance, I want to headline. So you write them down on a piece of paper?
Yeah, and I have my wall with image.
That's right. So we were talking about this earlier, and it's an important point, because I got to a point in trying to achieve my dream of playing professional football, and I just wasn't. I was motivated, but I didn't know what to do anymore, and I didn't know.
But before that, why you didn't quit? They just don't want you. And
why didn't I quit?
Did you quit at football, or
no?
Well, they don't choose you.
I'll briefly give my story here to people who haven't heard it before. In 1985, my big brother Bill and I were watching the Miami Dolphins play in the Super Bowl, and my brother says to me, if Dan Marino can play in the Super Bowl at such a younger age, surely you can play in the NFL. And that's when I was 15, and we set a goal of making it to the NFL, and we worked hard at it. And then every year, things didn't necessarily go my way.
Wow.
And did
you watch Rudy?
It's very Rudy-like. It's very Rudy-like.
So you quit? Did you quit?
No, I didn't quit. Here, I'll tell you. I just kept going. I took an extra year of high school.
Yeah, okay.
I took an extra year.
I cry
of
all the time when I watch Rudy.
Oh yeah, and but back to that 1985. 9 months after that, on October 30th, 1985, my big brother Bill passed away.
Oh.
And so I made a promise to him that the goal we had set together.
Like Rudy. Like Rudy.
You
have a
just like the jacket.
Coat?
Yeah, his jacket. Well, what I had, it was sort of a metaphoric jacket. I had the promise to him that I would never stop trying to achieve it until I did it.
Wow.
Or until there was nowhere left to keep trying. So the years of failure, injury, not going my way, I had that as a motivator, as a reason why I was going to achieve what I did. And I went to the smallest football playing school in Canada, a great university, Bishop's University. And it was a place where I could go and be myself and make mistakes and not be great and just keep moving and had lots
open mic of football.
Open mic of football. People there to help me. The Derek Seguins, right? The coaches.
But you touch the floor of the Miami Dolphin Stadium.
So this is how it happened. So things start to go in my last year at Bishop's. Still didn't win an All-Star award. Nobody cared. And that's when I went back to my apartment after not winning an All-Star award. And this is the first time I've told this part of the story on my podcast. Is I went back and I was just miserable. I was upset, disappointed. I was crying. And I remember looking down, and I don't know how it got there. It was a picture of myself playing football. It's right there behind you, that picture. See me playing at Bishop's. And underneath it was a Sports Illustrated magazine. On the cover were people who played the same position as me in the NFL, and they were left tackles. It was a Sports Illustrated about left tackles. And I remember looking at one, and I looked at the other, and I realized that I looked just like those guys. Like, look at that picture of me playing right there. I looked just like an NFL football player, maybe a little smaller. But so what I did was I cut it out.
He's smaller at the back.
Yeah,
maybe he's
Trevor Lovick, the quarterback. Anyway, he's big, actually. He was like an offensive lineman. And so I cut that picture out and I put it on a piece of Bristol board, and I cut out the pictures of the NFL football players. And, Oprah Winfrey calls it a dream board now. And I put it up on my wall. Yeah. And when I could visualize and I could see myself in that position, and then I realized I gotta find out how to do this. Yeah. And I wrote it down. I wrote out the steps, and I asked people, right? I went to Glenn Constantine, Ian Breck, all the guys that were there. I said, how do I do this? And they all pointed me in a certain direction, helped me out. And I had the steps to do it. And I just took every day like it might be my last. I went ahead. And I got to try out with the Detroit Lions.
Before the
I got cut. So my first year, here's my big shot. I go to try out
think
Detroit.
about that. Before, it was more tough to do the NFL than now.
I don't know.
Because now the league is, everyone know the league.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Internet and
that's right. Yeah,
before
for
that.
Sure. Yeah, back then it was like, who is this guy? Who is
Lennoxville.
That, right? Yeah, Lennoxville.
In the wood.
Yeah. Well, a guy from the Green Bay Packers made his way to Lennoxville to
wow.
Yeah.
No drug at the time.
No drugs. No.
Wow.
No,
Think this is, and at the time everyone want to be better, faster.
Oh, in the 90s? Yeah, but it was kind of a time after Ben Johnson, right, who was 88.
Okay,
so
people calm down.
And I heard lots of stories.
So you did the Detroit.
So I go to Detroit.
How many time? How many?
Training camp. I was there for training camp. Did really well. I trained super hard. I get in there, did really well. Their starting left tackle wasn't there, so I played every snap and played all the preseason games. And here I thought I'd made the team, and I was super exciting, and I got cut. They sent me back to Ottawa. And, I just kept working out because I was still motivated. I wasn't going to give up. The BC Lions had drafted me in the
So you have a good agent, or it was you?
Yeah, no, I had a good agent.
Okay.
A guy who, not a big name agent, but a guy who took chances on lesser known people. And he was the right guy at the right time for me. Yeah. And, the BC Lions were calling me and saying, hey, come and play football. We've drafted you. You can come and play the second half of the CFL season with us. And my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, was like, no, that's not your dream. You've already been there, you've tasted it, you can do it. Wait, something's going to happen. And on October 30th, 1995, so 10 years to the day that my big brother Bill died, and I made that promise. I'd flown down to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, did a workout for Don Shula and Mean Joe Green. And
did you receive the call?
I received a call the day before on the 29th of October. Did you cry? No.
When the Dolphin called you?
I was pretty excited for sure.
Yeah, but
it was a message on my answering machine. I remember coming home and I pressed play and it was like, Mark, we've been watching you.
And the cassette destroyed. What do you want?
I can remember because later that day I went to watch Bishop's University play at Carleton University, and I told one of my friends, Mike Crichton, came over and he goes, how's it going and everything? And I go, well, I just got a call from the Miami Dolphins. I'm going there tomorrow. And he was super excited.
Yeah.
So I went down there and I did my workout on October 30th, like I said, there, 10 years to the day. And Don Shula said, go inside and sit down and wait. Somebody will be in to talk to you in a moment. And I remember going in this big room in their training facility and, still trying to catch my breath and excited and nervous and didn't know what's going to happen. And the door opens up and this guy walks over and walks straight to me. And I'm still trying to figure out who he is because he looks familiar. Hi, Mark. No. It's Dan Marino.
No.
I just heard you made the team. Yep.
No.
That's the way it happened, man.
Now you cry.
What's that?
Did you cry now?
I probably did. I remember feeling like it's like a surreal feeling, right? Like it's out of body. Like here's Dan Marino, welcome me to the team. I had a Dan Marino jersey when I was a kid.
I know, and you make a promise.
And I made that promise.
So you say you make the team. Dan Marino told you to make the team.
He's the one. Yeah, he was walking around.
How much time you make the team?
How
long?
I was on the practice roster there for that season, and then I got activated at the end of that season to go play for the Houston Oilers. So I was on the Houston Oilers for the end of that year, and then the next year, and then the story continues.
So you never play a real game with Miami?
I played on the practice roster.
Okay, so never a real game?
No.
And with the
but 8 games with the Oilers.
You play 8 games?
Yeah, the next season.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I went and played in BC and got hurt every year.
So you wouldn't change nothing for this road?
No. If I had to do it again, I'd probably
take steroid.
Yeah, I'd juice up, juice hard, and take a lot of cocaine.
Dan Marino.
Yeah, no. I mean, since I can't go back to.
No, I know, but for fun, just for fun.
Just for fun. When I do
maybe upgrade something. You can.
I tried so hard
because at the same time, your destiny was not. The football player. It was a part of your life in the football. Now your real life, it's comedian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So when you look at it, and here I am. I went to the NFL Combine in 1995. That's where certain players get invited, and I was the only person from Canada to showcase. Yeah. And I went there, and I was with all the American guys graduating. And you go around and you see doctors and surgeons, and you get up on a table and you're in your underwear, and the doctor looks me over, and he goes, "I don't see any scars. How many surgeries have you had?" I'm like, "I've never had a surgery." And they're like, "Have you ever played football?" Like, there's guys there. I mean, these guys have been playing football since they were 5 years old. These guys have played 30 games a year minimum since they were 5 years old, and they're like, 19, 20 years old now. So they've played, I don't know what that, hundreds of football games. And here I started playing in grade 9 in Ottawa, where you play 6 or 8 games a year.
Touch football.
Yeah, possibly. and then in university, they play 30, 35 games a year in the NCAA, and here I'd played 8, 10 a year. Okay. Right? So I'd played way less. And here I get there, and I'm, standing my ground with them, doing real well. And so, for me to say if I did anything better, I did everything I could. To make myself the best athlete I could be.
Yeah, but what 8 game? What was a game in the NFL? What it was?
What was it?
You
it was
there?
Amazing! It was unbelievable. It was like looking around and living a dream every single day, every single time. It's very stressful if you compare other sport, because they don't care about who you are, what draft, what is your contract. Yeah.
If you're not good, ciao.
Yeah, you're gone.
It's every shift, every time. It's not like hockey or baseball, huh? No. They have a full contract. Who care? Yeah. This is why.
It's
what player like you
sport, right?
should have more reconnaissance than anyone. Mm-hmm. Because 8 game, not about if you're gonna get killed. About if you're gonna have another game tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's what it is on a daily basis, right? Yeah. And it's stress. It's cutthroat industry. It's guys looking out for their buddies, for themselves.
Did you get paid when you play in NFL? Did you get paid?
Get paid? Oh yeah.
Do you still got your contract?
I do have my contract.
You should put on your.
I have my contract from the Miami Dolphins. Wow. It says October 30th, 1995.
Where's the? Come on.
I'll show you.
You have so many trophy here.
Yeah. I still have them. I have paychecks still. That I didn't cash.
Wow. So what is your next goal now?
My next goal is to follow in your footsteps, to be a headliner in comedy. But I also, my goal.
I'll just once, football player.
Yeah.
At comedian. Mm-hmm. What's happened? You have a CTI?
Head injury, yeah. Yeah, CTE. CTI. I don't even know the words. Yeah,
it's a proof you have a CTI.
Right, yeah.
Is it CTI, CTE? Yeah, I don't know who I am.
Yeah. Shut up. Who's talking to
me? No, so you don't have sequel? You all right?
Oh, I retired because of a concussion. So I imagine at some point
you have the best job ever. We work 1 hour a day.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's not.
So
like
you can sleep
job,
all the time.
I never call it a job. I'll never refer to it as such. I don't clearly make money.
Do you remember when you said to yourself, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to be a comedian"?
Yeah, I always loved that kind of thing. Loved giving the speeches in schools, and I always watched Saturday Night Live and comedians and that kind of thing. And I always thought in the back of my mind that's something that, if the world unfolds in that direction, I would like to try. And then I started motivational speaking, and I did like over 800 speeches, and I really loved, public speaking and making people feel a certain way.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing.
Not the same.
Because you don't have the pressure of something.
That's right.
Until you go on stage, talk about your life, and the people say, "Ugh."
Yeah, you have to capture an audience for an hour, and that's without laughs.
I know, but people are, yeah.
So that's something.
So what? Remember your first show?
My first comedy show?
Yeah. When? Do you remember?
The first one I did was in October of
something in these
3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where?
So it was in Barrhaven at a.
Oh, Barrhaven.
Yeah, in Barrhaven.
Yes.
And then I didn't do another one until January.
Okay, but I want Barrhaven. How much time did you made?
6 minutes.
Do you remember?
Do I remember the jokes?
Yeah, you're on stage. You remember the feeling before you go on stage?
Yep.
So you want to vomit?
Nope. No, I've been so used to being on stage and speaking into a mic. Like I said, I started in 2009. I started motivational speaking.
Yeah, I know. Okay, but so you didn't know at the time the stress will come differently than motivation, because
No.
it's not the same thing. When do you? Because I'm sure you know what I mean. When the first time you realize, okay, I have to perform.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People have des attentes. They pay
Yeah.
because they want something. When they hire you to talk about your story, it's a great story. They don't anticipate. Come on, give me something. You talk about.
That's right.
You don't have pressure of. It's you're on stage. You talk in front of a crowd. It's a stress, but the other stress. You know what I mean? To go on stage.
Yeah, I wasn't really worried about that.
No?
I have so many techniques, not so many, but I have techniques, performance techniques that are applicable in anything in life, sports, comedy, motivational speaking, right? So it's positive self-talk, telling yourself, well, first of all, it's hard work and preparing, right?
Yeah.
Prepare to be there, prepare to do what you're about to do. And once you've done that, the hay is in the barn, as they say, right? You're ready to go. And the only thing is left is that little guy sitting on your shoulder. And we talked about that.
Yeah.
It's the words that you tell yourself. And there's two ways you can react. You can either be nervous, okay, or you can be excited. And they're both exactly physiologically. So the way your body reacts, it's the exact same.
Yes.
The only thing that is different
How
is
you're
the
gonna
words
use it,
you're telling yourself in your head. So if you're I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna cry, everyone's gonna hate me, it's gonna be terrible, regardless of the situation.
Yeah.
But if before you get up on stage or perform and you say, I deserve this, I'm the best.
So what you said is all the guy who have 800 show and start to do comedy 3 years ago. And now 3 years ago is not the same guy than 3 years ago.
No.
And he did 800 show before of the conference.
Yeah.
So what's happened? You know what I mean?
Not exactly.
You don't understand. If we watch not your first show, but the first year of your.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And now.
Okay. So yeah, heading into comedy, it was a whole new world for me. I'd barely seen stand-up comedy, and I didn't really know. If it was the same. I didn't know if it was the same.
Okay.
And what I've learned from that and from these podcasts and from watching guys like you and Derek Sege, and it's about, and you mentioned it at the start of this, it's about being yourself.
Yeah.
Don't get up on stage and just say something that's funny because you thought of it and it's a funny setup and a punchline. If it's not towards being who you are on stage, just get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
Because I used to have jokes where like, what would one be? People always ask me if I ever dated the cheerleaders. It's always a strict rule that you weren't allowed to date the cheerleaders, so I never did. Fuck them all, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you're laughing, but it takes it away from who I am, right? It takes it away from the person that I am and want to be on stage, right? Although you got to laugh out of it, people are gonna think less of me and not understand who I am as a person, and it's not who I am, right? So I stopped using that hilarious joke that you just laughed at. But you laughed at it because it's a joke, right? It's a set-up punchline
because
joke.
I will try to if I was a football player.
Yeah, exactly, right? So a lot of
just
people
because
think
I can't.
Yeah, right. But so to me, it's being more about who I am, being real, being yourself, and there's always an allure to be like Mitch Hedberg on stage, right? That it's like a romantic, I want to do a setup and a punchline and be cool, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people enter into, and I was like that at first. I was like, okay, who can I, because when I played football, I'd always try and copy a guy who's good, right? You watch that guy. I'm watching Mo Elwanibi on the BC Lions, who's played 12 years in the NFL already, and so I'm going to sort of try and do what he does on the field because that's made him successful. So you see, okay, who's good in comedy that you like, and then to enter into that world, you gotta, you try, and there's Louis C.K.'s at every open mic, right? There's guys like trying to copy all the big guys, and that's fair. That's how you do it, basically, right? That's how you start until you realize that you need to be yourself on stage, right?
Yeah.
And that's and like anything, it's an experience, and it's a curve, and it's a growth, and I'm at the point where I want to start writing more things, like you say, that happened to me and my family and my life, and that people are interested in, and make them funny and put jokes in them and punchlines, right? And hopefully to make people leave feeling good about themselves, to forget about their lives, but also maybe to have a take home to, like, that guy went through that. I can go through this. that kind of feeling too. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
there's guys like there's Richard Pryor right there, and people who have talked about their lives and their struggles, and it's given people strength, and it's sort of the way that's made them who they are, and it's changed the world, right? It's not just gone up and made made $25 for telling jokes.
And if at the time they have a podcast and more social media, maybe you will still do another path. Because if you remember, he was on crack. A lot of comic was on big drugs because they thought they have a problem.
Yeah.
But we have the same problem. It's a lonely job. It's when you kill, you're high.
Yeah.
When you bomb, you're down. So you're always bipolar, like always, and alone at home. I bomb, or I did a standing ovation, but you're still alone at home. You know what I mean? It's so much love at the same time, or hate, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you go from
so people take drugs, alcohol. They try to and it's ultimate fight. About it's why it's fun in your podcast to explain. We are all in the same journey. No matter if it's the same words we said on any different podcast, it's not the same way to the journey. But at the end, the ultimate goal, it's to stop to be afraid of something, because you think about that. If you do the same job every time, all the time, just because you don't want to do something you always do. If I said, if I want to be an astronaut, I could be an astronaut, but I have to understand how much time I have to put. Maybe 20 years if I want. But if I want to be an astronaut, I will be an astronaut.
Yeah,
it's not about the time. It's not about the money. It's about the passion. If every time you think about something, and you have a feeling, and you want to do it, it's the sign.
Yeah.
That's
right. It's a sign.
If you say, hey, you're not supposed to do a salsa, you told me you want to do a course of salsa 4 years ago. I said, no, I did not start. It's because it was not meant to be to learn salsa.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's easy. It's so easy. It's so easy to say to people, people discourage me, or I don't think I'm funny, or stop. Do your stuff. Do your thing. Focus on the crowd. The crowd is the truth. If they don't laugh, you will know. If they laugh, you know what I mean.
That's right.
And be kind too. Because this job is the gift. And every day, every morning I wake up, I'm so grateful. I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make people laugh.
Yeah.
And they're gonna pay me.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a dream come true.
I know. And I'm here with you to tell you that.
That's great.
And I'm gonna do 6 shows in 3 days.
This
weekend
Yak
at the
Yaks
Yak
at
Yaks.
Ottawa.
Yeah.
Ottawa Yak Yaks.
Yeah.
Everybody should go. 6 shows. Oh,
6
you have a
show.
daytime show tomorrow?
Yeah. I
Friday?
have 1 show tonight, 3 shows tomorrow, and 2 Saturday.
Awesome, man.
All right. And this is another thing why I love comedy in English. Because in French, when you bomb, you have to wait for another show next week or in 3 days.
Yeah.
In English, if you bomb, you have another show after. You can adjust
forget.
away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what is the ultimate goal for you? You said you want a headline or one-man show?
I want to. Ultimately, I want to play theaters, and I want to have people show up to see me, and to have them not just laugh, but laugh and change the way they think about things.
Yeah. Just 2018. What is your goal? 2018.
I want to have 30 minutes of material that's not set up punchline. I want to have stories that lead
you can
somewhere.
have punch in the.
Oh yeah. No, the setup and punchlines are in those stories, right? Of course. Yeah. There's obviously got to be 3 jokes a minute.
And you host every Friday.
Every Friday, Mark Hatfield's Friday night.
Hey, this is amazing for you. So
awesome.
This is, and you can have a spot every time you want.
Pretty much, yeah.
And you open mic in Ottawa. What is that? It's Wednesday open
Wednesday
mic?
nights, yeah.
So imagine if you just work three show a week.
It's great.
Next year you have your 30-minute storyteller for sure.
That's it.
And you're lucky to have the best club in Canada.
It's
It's
amazing.
Ottawa.
It's the coolest
Did
place
you know
in town,
that?
man.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that because I've
You have to do all the club to know that.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's an hour,
Oh,
38 minutes.
whoa! Is it a record?
Yes, that's it. No. It's
What
a
is the
break
record?
list.
You remember?
No, about around here.
Okay, come on. Is it possible to beat the record?
I would think
Check. Look if you have a question.
we're like 30 seconds from the record. I would think for sure.
I'm sure a question or people
Let's see
left.
if I got any questions.
Everybody say, "Oh, it's
We'll
the
see.
Spanish show." I don't understand. Hey, thanks for the coffee, by the way.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for coming. I don't. My internet's not working because
so you have a question?
No, you've answered them all. Thank you very much.
Man,
Yeah.
it was a pleasure.
That was great.
Thank you so much for inviting me in the secret place
Yeah, the
of
secret.
Mark
I
Hatfield.
know it is. It's very secretive, right?
It's amazing. It's
Doesn't it
beautiful.
It's very
I
cool.
saw,
Blue Jays.
check, you have a Cardinal there, a Blue Jays.